Welcome back to Not Your Mama's Cooking Show. Today we're going to make strawberry cheesecake. To start, I want to give credit for this recipe to Cooking with Sugar TV on YouTube. That's where I found this recipe. I'm going to leave a link down below where you can go and check out the original. Let's start by making the crust. For this you will need 1.5 cups of crushed graham crackers, a 1/4 cup of sugar, and 8 tablespoons of butter. To crush up the graham crackers, I'm going to just use my blender. I saw some videos on YouTube that said you can put them in a fruit processor or you can put them in a Ziploc bag and take a rolling pin and just kind of roll over it. But I feel that I can get the same effect with the blender. So I'm going to start with one package and work my way from there. So now I'm going to throw them in a mixing bowl, and then I'm going to add my 1/4 cup of sugar. I'm just going to mix that together. Kind of blend it all up, get it evenly mixed. And then once I've done with that, I've got 8 tablespoons of softened butter. So now I'm going to mix that in there. Now I'm going to put the crust into a springform pan. This is a 10-inch springform pan. I'm going to start by taking butter and just kind of coating it around the bottom and the sides of the springform pan. Now from what I can tell, there's a couple different ways to put our crust into the pan. First of all, I'm just going to throw it all in there. Some people say to use like a measuring cup and kind of smash it down that way. That looks cool. I'm just gonna do it with my hands though. I got gloves on, so that'll make it easier for me to shape and form it the way that I want. I want to get it even though. I want to make sure that there are no gaps in the crust. There's our crust packed into the pan. I'm gonna put the graham cracker mix into a 350-degree oven for about 10 minutes. So now's a good time to get started on the filling. I'm gonna start by taking 8 ounces of softened room temperature cream cheese. And then I'm gonna add my 1.25 cups of sugar. Now I'm going to start mixing it all together. And then I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of lemon juice and my 2 tablespoons of vanilla. All right, that's looking great. Creamy, icing like, I feel like I'm making a cake. Oh yeah, I am, wow, a cheesecake. All right, and then it says to add the eggs 1 by 1. I hope I can do 1 egg at a time. Try and get everything off the sides. Egg number 3 is not having it. And now it's time for the flour. So now my filling is all mixed together. I'm gonna add it to the graham cracker crust. So now we got the cheesecake filling in the pan. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this in an oven for 50 minutes. And while we're doing that, I'm gonna make the sour cream topping. And then after that, I'm gonna make the strawberry syrup that I'm gonna drizzle on top of it. It has to sit for like 5 hours, so we'll probably just let it sit overnight after that and check with it in the morning. But for now, we're gonna put it in the oven and move forward with the rest of our recipe. The next steps say that you make the sour cream mixture. And when I read this recipe, I was like, sour cream in a cheesecake? What? It just didn't make any sense to me because I thought it was a cheesecake, like cream cheese, and that's how you made the cake. But I guess there's 3 layers to this whole thing. So it's graham crackers, cream cheese mix, and then sour cream mix. So let's go ahead and start the sour cream. For the sour cream mix, you need 1 pint of sour cream, and 1 pint is 16 ounces, and sour cream comes in a 16-ounce container. Followed by 1/3 a cup of sugar, 1 tablespoon of lime juice, and then a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. There we go. What you do here is you just kind of mix it all together again, getting this nice smooth, almost like a whipped cream thing going on here. Instructions said is to mix it all together and then put it on the cheesecake when the cheesecake hits about 55 minutes in the oven. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna kind of wrap this up and put it in the fridge until that time, and then we will get back to it. It's been about 55 minutes since I put the cheesecake in the oven. It's finished. It looks amazing. One of the things that people said in their comments about their cheesecake was that it might crack. That didn't happen, so I'm really excited about that. It does have a nice brown ring around it. The next step is to add the sour cream mix on top, put it back in the oven for 10 minutes, pull it out, let it cool overnight, just pour it all on top. All right, and then I'm just gonna spread it, even it out a little bit. All right, it's tomorrow. So we let the cheesecake set all overnight. I made the syrup that we made in our ice cream episode. So if you want to see how to make that, go ahead and check that one out. But now it's time for the moment of truth. Man, look at that. It looks so good. First attempt making cheesecake. It's so soft and so moist. Get some strawberry in there. Some extra syrup. Sour cream just doesn't occur to me when I think of sweets. But it is very creamy. You don't taste the sour cream since you've added the sugar and stuff in there. The cream cheese is like, it's perfect. It's so soft. I would definitely recommend this recipe. Remember Cooking with Sugar TV on YouTube. And there's also cookingwithsugar.com. That's where I got this recipe. If you guys enjoyed this video and you want to see more like that, leave a comment down below. I hope you enjoyed this video. And we will catch you next time because I am going to chow down now. If I can get it on my fork.